Okay, so I had two things I wanted to bring up, and they're bumping out one of them, and both of them were really important. Playing with our cat here, she's oh, you're kooky. Move. Um, One of these has to do with, well, I spoke to my girlfriend the other day. You know what? They're going to be difficult here. Hang on. Coming back. It's never a good sign when you start a video off with hang on. But I spoke with my girlfriend on the 19th of May, and she was saying she realized she had been affected. There's no question of that. But Horvat only dropped it to 50% of the way. That's typical and normal when they are doing this with subliminal scripting. I've witnessed this over and over and over. But the point is, she was back to herself here. She realized she'd been affected with technology, and obviously they're blocking my girlfriend and her feelings here in regards to what happened. There are entire stories here. It's in my information packet. Of course it is. Um, and this goes back many years. So, you know, what do I say? There is just an entire history of this. Them affecting us, blocking our feelings. Hour later, even though we've been traumatized heavily with technology, an hour later, we're all acting like nothing has happened. And on the 19th, I could see that based on how they were affecting her, my girlfriend could tell that she was affected, but she was not heavily traumatized. Um, and not the way she would normally be, not at all. And Horvat will try and sell that as this is the level they're on, by the way. Horvat will try and sell it as well. That's because she's reacting from her own real viewpoints, and she just got overly angry. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. My girlfriend realized she had been affected, and she was saying to me, "Well, I'll sell your stuff off here and put the money in your bank account. I'll give you 500 euros." And all of this is in and of itself not normal. Normally, she'd be very different than this. Normally, she'd be realizing the amount of uh, trouble their Horvat and her officers are about to be in. She'd be happy and optimistic. Furthermore, after everything we've been through, of course, she'd be waiting for me to come back. She wouldn't be throwing in the towel now. The whole thing is just absolutely backwards. It's reverse. It's total bullshit. So, anyhow, I spoke to my girlfriend tonight around 9:30 p.m. and she was very hostile and aggressive. And not hostile and aggressive. I could tell that she was still. I could tell that she hates me now. That's impossible. It is impossible, and nobody understands this. I'm so goddamn tired of this shit. It is impossible. And in January of 2014, they were affecting her. She was cooking, and because of technology. And I spoke to her, and finally she said to me, "How are you so strong?" She knew she was being affected. She fucking knew it. Of course she did. And she's saying to me, "How are you so strong?" Because she knows that I go through this shit every day, all of the goddamn time. I don't ever get to be myself emotionally. Not at all. None of us do. And this is why she was asking me. And then, furthermore, a week before this event, they're pushing in hatred and trying to get me to hate Monica. I told Horvat to go to hell. They were happy, Horvat and our officers, that I didn't post it immediately. It's beside the point. This is what they're doing to my girlfriend now. I spoke to her today, and what do I tell you? I'm wondering. They just did that. I'm not wondering. I see that she is being affected with technology and with this technology hatred. It's impossible. It is impossible. And what do I tell you? She's not being normal at all. So, and I think what Horvat wants to do, they lowered the technology in regards, they didn't just take the technology anger off of my girlfriend from May 16th, 2014. What they did is they took other computer programs for affecting her viewpoints, emotional states. They took it off of while leaving other things in. My girlfriend is a lab rat for Horvat. We all have been. They've been experimenting. This is why, for years on end with all of us, this is why they're so good at looking believable with this technology. Um, they bumped me out. God damn it. It was important. I'm so tired of this. I look forward to being back in America. They're promising to affect me in front of the FBI, by the way. Sit on my memories and affect me with my energy print right in front of their faces. Just to reconfirm all the lies that they've been selling to begin with. I don't expect it to last long. My whole focus is going to be on Horvat and our officers when I get back and making sure they're caught. They know and I know that their weakest point here, because this is what they got away with when I first contacted agencies in 2011. They know and I know that their weakest time period is when I first get back. It's when people will be the most vigilant. And they've already communicated to me months ago. We don't know how your parents will be. We don't know how you will be when you first get back. And we're not sure how to affect your parents. And, what do I say? They don't know how to affect me either. And I think what they're going to do is just force things. This is standard for Horvat. When in doubt, just misuse technology heavily. We need to save our asses, just misuse technology heavily. So they've got plans here. They've been threatening to make me violent back in America, all this other shit. Look, you want my real perspective? I'm focused on getting Horvat and our officers caught so that my family and I can be back together. My girlfriend won't be affected. Our daughter will not be affected. Horvat and our officers will be caught. It's real simple. This is the shit I've got to post just to be safe here. And Horvat will just double up anyhow and do this shit anyhow. And people go, oh well, she said it. He said it. Oh my God, Alan, I'm being a little bit distracted here. You know, Horvat, excuse me. People will say, he said it, and now it's happening, and then people won't believe it. People say, well, there's no way that they would be doing it once he's pointed it out, and they're just doubling up. That's where you screw up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Well, anyhow, you're a cookie. Oh. Yeah, it's serious subject matter. I don't mean to make it light here. Uh, just give me a moment. So, look, there are a couple of points there. There was something else I wanted to bring up, and they've blocked it out. It was very important. They did this from the beginning, not just now, and not because I'm distracted by the cat here. She's just out of heat. She's running around. She's out of her mind. And so, what do I tell you? There is another point I wanted to bring up, and it's being missed. Um, a few more points. Horvat is reaffecting my girlfriend now. And what she's done is she's taken my girlfriend up to 50%, stretched people out with this angry outburst on May 16th of 2014. And then Horvat gets away with that. She looks at how well she gets away with that. She drops the technology back down, sells it as my girlfriend being herself, and rubs it in my face by taking the technology off of my girlfriend to the point that obviously my girlfriend got that she's being affected. It's just to rub shit in my face and Monica's. And then from there they're putting it back on her. And Horvat's just increasing things step by step, while lying and manipulating everybody. And what Horvat wants to do is make my life as difficult as possible back in America. What Horvat wants is that I'm not staying long at my parents because my parents are witnesses, especially my mother. I was for years I've been speaking out to my mother about what's been going on. I've been telling her Monica knows, of course she does. I've been telling her that, me and Monica have been speaking here for years on end. When I bring that up, people think, well, Monica's been made delusional by me. That's all bullshit. That she's being stupid. I was speaking the truth to my mother. There is no delusional about the conversations I and my girlfriend had for years on end here, and based on her knowing Horvat because she's been here. Do you understand? They bumped me out. She's been goddamn here, and I haven't made her delusional. And I've been speaking to my mother about this, of course, because I've been telling her the goddamn truth. uh, you know. And so what they want is that I'm not staying long at my parents. And really, what the FBI goddamn needs is that I am there until they catch Horvat. It's real simple. I know Horvat will lie conveniently, cheaply, uh, and for her benefit. And she'll sell it as, well, he's making excuses. And that's total bullshit. They were affecting my girlfriend into saying, well, you're deliberately going slow here. She's making innuendos because she's being affected in the first place. That I've been going deliberately slow. That's the biggest pile of shit on the planet. She knows that I've been attacked, delayed, stopped, and affected heavily. She fucking knows it. She's being affected into different viewpoints now for saving their asses. She said that to me in 2014. Finally, I said to her, I said, how much sense does it make based on all the torture I go through while doing this? And this is out of love for my girlfriend in the first place and our daughter. And I said to her, how much sense does it make that you're accusing me of going slow when I'm being tortured heavily while I do this? I said to her, there's nothing that can motivate me more. And I said to her, furthermore, I'm doing this for you girls in the first place. It's impossible for that to be coming out of her mouth. So Horvat wants to just shut my girlfriend down totally with technology. I spoke to her tonight. She didn't begin to be her goddamn self, not at all. If she was not being affected, they would be here. Punct and period, which they are not. That's another thing. So I look at this. I know my girlfriend's being based with technology viewpoints, based on all sorts of things here. She went and took our daughter to her parents' house. I said our parents. I don't know. They just bumped me out. Her parents' house, and what do I tell you? None of this would be happening the way that it is. Horvat's just trying to maintain lies that she's already sold. And what Horvat wants to do is affect her even heavier now. It looks to me like she's gotten away with May 16th, 2014. And what Horvat wants to do is raise the level with this technology. And they're absolutely trying to shut my girlfriend down in regards, what am I supposed to say? They don't want my girlfriend helping or anything. And the point is, they're just erasing her and her personality and in an entire history here, which we have all gone through and been through. And my girlfriend's being affected heavily. The whole point here is my girlfriend knows that Horvat is murdered. Excuse me. And then you take a look at the situation. Why is she being angry and hostile with me now? And, right when they're on the verge of being caught, I pointed out to her one time where I was, quote, allowed to because they weren't affecting my girlfriend. They were, but not to the point where she's not listening or attacking. I pointed everything out to her. I said, look, you can be in the FBI's ball court. They'll be able to ask you anything they want. You cannot be attacked and affected with technology. Well, she can be affected, but she can't be attacked with it and tortured by Horvat when the FBI's in charge. I explained all of it. As she knew they're caught. As she's been a witness to all sorts of shit. She knows they're caught. She knows they killed Bettina's mother, God damn it. As she's being affected heavily. You know what? I gotta stop here. I've got almost 12 o'clock at night. But there's so much I would like to say and add here, but I've got to stop. What do I tell you? I'm tired of this shit. My girlfriend is tired of this. She has held on for since I contacted agencies before. She began going through all sorts of hell in 2010, late 2010. And she has waited all this time based on the fact that she knows Horvat and her officers are caught and guilty, and she knows how I am, and she knows that I will get this done and them caught. And then here she is just throwing in everything at the end. You can't forget it. So that's it.